Hey guys, happy Manic Monday. Over at the Sun School, waiting for him to get out. Today I got a lot to cover, so let's get started. So I was going over my videos the other day. I happened to pawn a video that I did about a year ago. I made it my feature video for my channel if you've been over there and seen that. It's a comparison, and the reason why I put it there is it's a comparison video to how I've been feeling this year at the same time. So one of the main reasons I do my videos is so I can look back in a year or two and see how I was acting at that time of the year specifically to see if there's a pattern or cycle that Mikey goes through, and there definitely is. So if you go there and you look at the video, I think it's called Shutting Down the Channel. If you were to watch that, you would know almost exactly how I'm feeling a year later. I have had a lot of questions about how much the channel matters, where, why aren't people around anymore? Where'd everybody go? My mind just went blank, which I happen to do a lot. But basically, it was just, I don't know if these videos are worth it. I don't think anybody really cares, blah, 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 blah. I was feeling the same way. But after thinking about it and pondering, things are actually very different, did I say that with enough emphasis, from last year to this year. Now, the idea that I'm not getting a lot of views and stuff is the same. Getting a lot of comments. I think the comments are pretty good for the amount of views I'm getting, which, thank you much. But we're going to go over the big difference from last year and this year. And it really is the culmination of a couple of years of struggle for Mikey. Major struggle. It's something I struggled with my entire life up to this point and have struggled exceptionally well on social media. And I think a lot of you know what that is. It's friends, because I talk about it all the time. But wherein last year, okay, first of all, we need to go back to when I had my group. That's where this all starts, really, because I started the group like basically at my beginning of the grand adventure into YouTube, and that was on Facebook. So I had two different social outlets pumping away. In my group, I was always, and I'm going to just be honest with you guys, I'm going to tell you things I've never said, and I hope I don't piss anybody off, but I like to be real with you guys, and I think you'll understand, because most of you that watch these are mentally ill as well, so you understand that there's a mental illness component with all of this. When I was running the group, I never felt like I was getting enough love for everything I did for everybody. I thought, Mikey, you're spending 10 hours a day in here trying to make this better and interacting and everything. Nobody seems to give a crap that you're doing it. Nobody shows you the love. Nobody says thanks. They all take you for granted. So that was kind of my thinking a lot of the time during the group, and it's why I struggled so much. It's why I announced I was shutting down the group, or possibly shutting down the group so many times. I didn't feel like I was getting my just due, I think, mentally. Now, I'm not saying that outwardly I was thinking that or trying to be an arrogant dick or anything like that. Outwardly, I had the most humble, good intentions, but these were the inner voices that were telling me all these things that are always telling me things that aren't true or that I don't want to hear or that are irrational. And so these are the kind of things that I sat around stewing about a lot of the time. And as any of you from the group know, you probably remember how often I was asking, where's everybody at, and what's going on, and blah, 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 and asking people to check in and so forth. Okay, well, this was also the case with my friendships. I guess I was so worried about losing friends once I got them that I would honestly say, in a way, I was kind of harassing people for attention. And there's a couple of you out there particularly, and you know who you are, that I flat out just bothered all the time. Where are you at? Why aren't you talking to me? Don't you care about me? Blah, 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 blah. Now, this went on for after the group, the friendship thing with my good friends I'm talking about, and there were a few that I did this with. I had a few really tight friends. But this has gone on really until just the last couple months. Now, over this past year, because that's when I made that video, at that time I was still wondering where everybody was. Honestly, I was downright pissed at that time. I thought the same things I did with the group. Where's everybody at? Doesn't anybody care anymore? I put a lot of time and effort into getting to know a lot of these people. Where is the love? That was the theme of last year. You know, I'm going to probably shut down the channel because I don't think anybody cares anymore, blah, blah, blah. Well, that video has like 110 views and like 37 comments from a vast array of people that were trying to show Mikey that he was getting the love. But I still didn't even get it even then, because I don't remember this very well, but I almost guarantee the next video that didn't get a lot of love, I just went right back to that way of thinking. Because I've been thinking that way up until about a month or probably 2 months ago. Wherein I have finally, after all this time, learned my lesson about social media and friendships. You guys are going to think this is so trivial and so stupid, probably, but I seriously used to lose sleep wondering where everybody was. I couldn't understand that people didn't want to associate with me, because in my head, I deserved the love. So where in the hell's everybody at? I could not, I guess what I'm saying is, I could not comprehend that people had other connections and other things in their life besides paying attention to Mikey. And here again, I would like to say, I wasn't trying to be a dick about all this. This is my mental processes. This is the way I thought. Like, even I remember when one of my bestest buddies from the past told me not to take things personally. I did, and I told him I did because I can't help it. So every time somebody would leave social media, it was my fault, man. I'm the reason they did it. I pissed them off, or I didn't show them enough attention, or I did something. It had nothing to do with the hundreds of other people they were dealing with, or whatever. In my mind, it was always me. I was the reason they left. I was the reason the group failed. I was the reason people stopped coming to the group. Me, 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 me. But see, I have finally outgrown that. I have finally, after being pounded into my head enough times, realized that I'm a small part of things for people. And for a lot of people, I ain't a part of, period, anymore. People have their own lives, and they don't evolve around Mikey land. And I have finally realized that. I finally see the significance of the comment, don't take it personal. I was not the end-all be-all of why that person left social media, as I was thinking at the time. So this has led to a lot of relief and freedom. That's the beauty of this tale. I have been able to truly let people go. I did a video about this a couple months ago, letting go, but I wasn't done. I think this is the first time I can honestly say that I can truly let people go. And I don't even know if letting them go is the right way to put it. I can truly let them live their life and I can live mine. And if they want to associate with me, watch my videos, whatever they want to do, then that's cool. But if they don't, I now rationally realize that they just got other things going on in their life that don't involve me. And that's okay, because I ain't anybody's end-all be-all. I'm just one dude out in the vast universe of social media space who's trying to do his thing. That's all I should expect from people. And in fact, I've realized that if anybody's coming to my videos and showing me love, they're taking their time out of their day to come and spend a little time with Mikey. And I so much appreciate that. I've learned the significance of that. So, long story short, guys, no more harassing people, wondering where they are. No more getting on social media outlets besides YouTube or in the comments or in the messages or anything. Wondering where people are and what their problem is because they ain't coming around. Do what you gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. We're all doing what we gotta do to get through this life. And a lot of us with mental illness are just really trying to figure out what the hell we're doing minute after minute every day. So I hope you all bear with me as I continue this struggle through mental illness gloom and doom. But I am learning. It's come slow. But don't worry about Mikey putting the pressure on you anymore. The pressure's off. All right, guys. Hope you're having a good Manic Monday. And I will talk to you next time.